All right, number 11. We want to use the graph of y equals f of x to graph the given function. So we have y equals f of x here, and we're going to graph y equals f of negative x. Okay, so this is the same as just saying we're going to make it's like a negative 1 times x. So this is going to reflect the graph across the y-axis. The way we're going to do this with this graph is I'm going to write down a few ordered pairs that we can see, those circles. So I see an ordered pair, -4 and +1. And then the next ordered pair I see -1, I'm going from left to right, -1, -2. And then the next ordered pair I have will be +2 and -2. And then the last dot we have would be +4 and 0. All right, so when we change the sign on the x, I would just basically take all of these points and then change the sign on the x coordinate only. So when x goes from negative to positive, it flips across the y-axis. So my new values would be +4, 1, +1, -2, -2, -2, and then -4, 0. So I'm going to plot these ordered pairs and then draw line segments between them. Sorry. So the very first point was an open circle. So I'm going to do a hollow dot. And we are going to place the hollow dot at +4, +1. And then I'm going to do a solid dot. The next order pair was +1 and -2. I'm going to get another solid dot, and that is going to go to -2, -2. And I'm still on the solid dot, so I'm going to go -4, 0. All right, so once I get that, I'm just going to draw rays connecting each dot. And if you kind of look at the two graphs, I'm trying to scroll up, it just looks like a mirror image of that one flipped across this line, y equals. Number 12, we're going to use transformations to graph the function. So we have v of x, and we have a negative x plus 3 in parentheses squared plus 2. All right, so it says the graph of vx is the same as the graph of f of x equals x squared with 3 transformations. So the way we're going to look at these transformations is by order of operations, PEMDAS parentheses. So we're going to start inside the parentheses. So x squared, we're going to go left 3 units. So we're going to shift left 3 units, and then parentheses exponents multiplication. So we're going to do this reflection across the x-axis when you make the y negative. Reflect across the x-axis. And then we're going to add 2. So we're going to shift up 2. So if you follow order of operations, it will also tell you the order to apply the transformations. If you apply the transformations in the wrong order, if you're graphing this, you would get a different graph, even if you did the correct transformation. But if you don't do it in the right order, it won't come out correct. All right, part 2, now we want to apply these transformations. So we're going to go left 3, reflect, and then go up. So I'm going to go move this first, left 3 units. We're going to reflect negative y across the x-axis, and then we're going to shift it up 2 units. Now, so this is where we end. Now, imagine if I did this backwards. Let's say if I went left 2, and then I did the shift of up 3, and then I reflected it. See, that's going to be in a different location than where we were. So you got to be careful to make sure you do them in the right order. Even if you were to do the right things, you got to make sure you do them in the right order.